Welcome everybody to the stream. I am using Crisp to try to remove background fan noise. Let me know how that sounds. Today is the 18th of August. I know school has started for some people here in the United States. Let me know how other countries are doing for school starting. Yesterday they came out with a new snapshot. I wasn't home, so I made the snapshot review and I put out the video earlier today. So let's get the info command correct. I'd love to just fly around and look at the terrain in more detail with you guys. Guess I could hop onto the testing server. Yes. Server is updated. Awesome. Cool. So let's update the info command. Okay. Looking at new 1.18 experimental snapshot 4 with viewers. Okay. And then we can do a review. Hey, GFGG. Thanks for the host. What have you been up to recently? How goes it? So yeah, new video out on my YouTube channel earlier today. I also uploaded one yesterday, which I did put a lot of time into, so hopefully more people enjoy that one as it didn't get much attention. But it was kind of a whole bunch of different things that, uh, kind of weird and bizarre things about Potter Snow, as well as some basics. I want to cover it all in one video. Let me know what you guys think about that video. Do you think I should just cover just the weird stuff, or do you think I should also cover the basics? I do know a lot about Minecraft, but sometimes those videos don't do as well for me because my viewers have already seen me do this stuff, and even though I compact it into a nice video, they kind of understand the basics of it. Sometimes they don't watch it, even though it might contain some new stuff. So info command is up to date. Music, we'll play that. Okay, how's my audio? Welcome everybody in chat. We got Muller, got Easy Gamer, Buddy, Night Beast, Vision, NXD, Yo, Ender Cookies, how goes it? Ninja Chicken, Tonks, WSB. I just subbed, thank you. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, check out my YouTube channel. Link is there in the chat along with my other links. Okay. So as I send out these announcements, make sure you guys are following me here on Twitch. It's that little button just underneath of the chat. You guys can get informed of when new streams come out. You don't miss them. It's always fun to do these streams and kind of chill and talk with you guys. Also, be sure you are subscribed to me on YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything over there. And have that bell notification hit, because I do send out information about streams and other things over there. So I will get ready to send an announcement over there. Let's see. And I also send announcements on my Twitter. I had a few people ask in the last video about the coordinates for that volcano. Also, quite a few people asked on Twitter about that. So I'm glad I could give that. You guys, some people wanted to play like their survival world there or something, or maybe give it a try. Okay, so I got the announcements. I'm gonna send these on both platforms. Send it on Twitter. Send it on YouTube. Cool. We could turn that off. How's my audio? No one say sound bad? I haven't heard anybody complain. This is through Crisp. Hey, Jacko. Your voice seems fine, says Mirsar. Also got Boy in the chat. Not the Reels and also in the chat. Hey, Antonio. There's my social links, guys, if you guys just want to click them. Make sure you guys are participated in my Discord. A lot of cool stuff going on over there. You can post Ray puns. You can also post your own videos. There's a special section for that. One for if you want to do fan art. You guys catch funny clips during the stream. You can post them there too. Wonder if is the server render distance down? Oh no. Forgot. It only renders where the player is. So this is, yeah, this is a new world. Okay. This is 1.18 experimental snapshot 4. A lot of stuff changed in this one. Yeah, you guys can join if you want. Chat settings. There. Probably the biggest thing they did, well, quite a few big things. You guys can check them out in the title info command. But it really seemed like they let it so that you can have really steep sides. I think that's really cool. Where it could come down one side really steep and then go up the other side really steep. I mean, it looks really cool. No, it'd be a real pain to traverse it in survival. Let's just kind of fly around and see what we all got going on here. Can't really do mob spawning. Okay, that's false. Okay. Server is going to be a little bit slow just because it's a snapshot. Ooh, this is a mountain. There's a mountain goat on it. Oh, how nice. Hey, Pork. Also got awesome in the chat. This is one of the new 1.18 biomes. Snowy caps. It's funny because, like, oh, this is kind of like a, like mountains all the way around. I mean, technically that's a mountain all the way around. From this angle here, it looks kind of cool. Like it's cold, but then in the center it goes down low enough. There's a whole new biome down here. Jeff says, is there a way to revert mob spawning? Revert mob spawning. You mean like keep the 1.17 spawn mechanics? Oh, I'm sure there is. It probably would have to be done at the modded level. I don't think you could do a data pack for that. Maybe, no, I'm not sure. Because I really don't know that kind of stuff. That's cool. I really like this, where there's like a little bit of green lush. Oh, let's give ourselves night vision. Your system is just too bad. Uh, Not that's bad. It can easily be tweaked. It's gonna disappoint people. I feel like they just need to speed up a little bit, and then it's kind of a compromise. I know they kind of felt like they were doing a compromise by doing Y level 64, but overall the spawns, especially in a like a smaller farm, like Witch Farm, where it has to be concentrated, is being affected. But yeah, I really like this idea of the mountains. When they get low again, they're able to place in different biomes. Otherwise, before we'd probably just see a cold biome in there. That's really cool. Very cool transitions. And there's actually quite a few biomes along the edges. This is kind of what you always kind of dreamed of for Minecraft. Is that, as it transitioned up a steep part, it would transition to different biomes. Like this is probably forest, birch forest. Oh, it's actually tall birch forest. And then we got into a grove, transitions up into the snow-capped peaks. Pretty cool. Tonk says, I'm loving the new mountain stuff. Can't wait to build. Oh yeah, I'm sure people do some really crazy builds. I'm not a builder, but I can still appreciate the nice terrain. Have a good night there, Creeper. And 1.17 will update to 1.18. Yes, that's something that Mojang really puts a lot of um, thought into and priority into to make sure stuff updates. Wow, look at this, guys. Holy, that is cool. Like very lush down there. It's not just like you run to a normal cave. It's like a little sub biome, like a little cave biome, but it's a topside biome. You can see the pillars, kind of like we talked about in the previous video. The pillars kind of transition themselves. It's all green down here. That's really cool. I wonder, is this technically aquifer? Oh, server's getting leggy already. I guess tons of people are trying to explore. I think that would be considered aquifer. But why level is this? 64. Oh, yeah. I might have to go in single player world. That is a really cool little cave. Not sure what's going on here. With the overhang. Looks like the cave cliff pre-117 transition. Yeah, pre-117. I felt like it was kind of rugged. Oh, you see more pillars. There's more pillars that I think that's really cool. But the pillars come out of the caves. Not exactly sure where this one came from. Looks like this is the only spot where the cave was. Yeah, but the pillar couldn't finish with the ceiling because there's no ceiling, so I just put grass on top. It makes these kind of like, I don't know, what do they call these? Someone said the name. It was they said like in China they have these, but they're kind of like eroded pillars that somehow still have vegetation on top of them. That was cool though. Oh, I need to do uh the whitelisting bot on. Rock columns? That's another good name for them. Several says I saw your videos on YouTube and heard you were streaming, so I want to pop in and say, hey, welcome in. Thanks for joining the stream. Creeper says making mountains realistic steep than before, like Henrik tweeted. You can see that. Yeah, it's fascinating how just the way they change the generation throughout the snapshots. Yeah, I know Henrik was showing some pictures on Twitter. I feel like a lot of that you could see, even if it's subtle. Dude, this was kind of crazy. The water is coming almost straight out of the top. And transitioned into cold biome. There's cold biome on top. But underneath, like this must, oh, this is probably a pillar. Probably still part of the pillar stuff going on down here. Look at this lava. Lava starting the wall. We got a cobble gen right here. Got a double cobble gen. That's kind of cool. Strict mojang to add moss to these columns would look super dope. That's a tough thing to do. Like, I mean, moss kind of stands out because it's so green. I think this is cool. Got lava, water coming down. We also got a little bit of strips of snow. This is a pillar here. I think it's kind of pillar the same as over there, but ended up over here. This has snow on top of it. Look at that. Did I get a screenshot of that? There. Let's look underground. Haven't it? Oh, look at that. It turns into cobble gen again. And then there's cobble. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of flowing stuff. But we also got mine shaft coming through here. It's funny because we're like so astonished by just like the new changes that they made to caves. Like when they kind of came out the whole cave update, everybody thought, well, that's kind of the end of it. You know, caves and cliffs. They came out the caves. Cliff part, which they thought just like a new mountain biome. But they really outdone themselves with the whole generation changes. Looks like skeletons are still spawning without bow. I forgot to mention that. I keep forgetting to mention it in my videos. I guess I can mention it. Here's a little patch of snow. This must be kind of microbiomes. We still see it. Here you can see some probably they put vegetation on top of snow. So that's something new with 1.18. I mentioned in the very first snapshot. I thought that was a really cool find. How bad will 1.18 performance be? Well, they did say that they're really not focusing on performance at the moment. And you can kind of see why. Just the way they have to go about doing some of the stuff. They kind of just wanted to try out a bunch of stuff. They don't want to keep worrying about performance. But yeah, they're definitely going to address it towards the end. So these rivers are pretty deep. This is fjord. Apparently I was pronouncing the forge. I always thought these things were called forge. Ford? Fjord? Ford? 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 Oh, Fjord, 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 fjord. Maybe I should just type it in. Pronounce like fjord, fjord. Maybe I should type into the translator thing and say it to me.
Fjord.
Oh, I was saying forge.
Fjord.
Oh, it's almost like a TH sound.
Fjord. Fjord.
Fjord, fjord.
Fjord.
It says Norwegian. There's Norwegian, Old Norse. Huh.
Fjord.
It does sound almost CH like. Fjord, fjord.
Fjord.
Dude, it really sounds like the person saying CH. Or not TH. Fjord. I almost want to say fjord. Ah, so here's a nice transition. How the river kind of ends through the fjord. Sounds so weird. But yeah, these are really deep rivers. I think that's cool. They're narrow and deep. See, in survival. Oh, no, that's night vision. I was like, why can I see through them so nicely? It's just because of night vision. Uh-oh. We're lagging on the server. Oh, what? The green patch underneath there? There's a lot of green patches. I wonder how it decides. There's like these weird sideways caves that end up making these cracks. You don't think that's how it's pronounced? Are microbiomes here? I'm sure they're going to keep tweaking it depending on feedback and how it looks. I'm sure they want microbiomes, but they probably don't want them to be too chaotic or weird like. Oh, here we're getting to a warm biome. I do like these kind of like mini mesas. Kind of cool. Badlands. You know, one of the things they did in the past is they tried to remove it so there was no like water pools in these deserts, or I think even in mesas they try to remove them. But it seems like they kind of came back. So here's a good. Oh, this is a really good example of how I think this. Does this go to ocean? Yeah. No, this is technically not ocean. Oh, this is just some really deep. They're not even rivers. They're just waterways. Maybe the center is a river. There's technically no river here. Okay. Okay. Very strange. Oh, there's the river. No river, huh? Maybe I have to go down lower. The biomes are Y level wise. I don't see it. But apparently this is a fjord. Aquifer? You think this is aquifer? I don't think it's aquifer. Could it be? Well, maybe it could be because it is quite deep. Yeah, maybe it is actually. Hmm. I mean, there's a river here too. Maybe they just transition really good, so you can't really tell the difference. But anyways, then it comes over here. Is it over here? Or is it over there? This is a fjord, which is a really weird sound. Are aquifers strictly below ground level? No, not necessarily. But yeah, then this is that saddle thing I think they talked about. I think that's what this is supposed to be. where it's kind of elevated. It's a little bit higher up, and then it kind of makes a saddle. And then on this side, we kind of got the river again. I don't know if it's this is actually a river. Okay, this is a fjord river, so a river that's really deep. I mean, look how deep these rivers are. I mean, before the rivers were pretty wussy. People would actually dig out the rivers or to make them kind of cooler. Many of this fake river. Yeah, I mean, this is actually a river biome, but it seems like the transition's so smooth. They really don't want to. They really don't want to like kind of restrict it to a specific biome. Like it can't just because there's a river biome or just because it's not a river biome doesn't mean that it can't be water. This all looks like river, and it ends here and goes up here. That's kind of cool. I wonder what it's gonna look like with like oh, what's it called? A mist? Like a program that kind of overview. You can kind of see the rivers. Do the rivers actually make any kind of like patterns where they go out to the ocean? This is technically this is all river. I'm not. I mean, that was desert back here, but then once we get to here, it's a river. Hmm. Definitely a lot of water. My only concern is, you know, when you make like specific farms in the deserts, we don't want a lot of water. Oh, that's a portal. Or it's a chest. Wow. Oh, always gotta look at these chests. Yeah, so if you're like you're purposely trying to get away from water, typically I would say like go to a desert. Let's say you try to make like my axolotl fish farm, axolotl squid farm. You would go to a desert with just a little bit of river in it. I mean, it's not a big deal because in that farm at AFK really high, you could get squids to spawn, but any more water than what there needs to be would be problematic. GFGG says even more difficult to make drown farms. Uh, yeah, I mean, AFKing up in the air is the best, just so you can kind of avoid all the nonsense on water level or at ground level. The problem is if the ground goes up, then you're kind of stuck going with it. What is this? Oh, this is a mine shaft? It must be from the mesa? Wait, you tell me this little mesa here has a mine shaft in it? Apparently it does. Or this is the start of it, yeah. The start of the mine shaft is in a mesa, because then, then the mine shaft leaves the mesa. Because the mesa is so small, it's like, oh, what the heck? That's funny. Now they did change it so spawners wouldn't destroy other spawners. And I think in the past that wouldn't be possible, but I'm not exactly sure when they changed that. But that's pretty crazy looking. What exactly did it do? So the mine shaft or the dungeon destroyed everything with the mine shaft except for the spawner. Yeah, I know at one time that wasn't possible because we tried to put dungeons really close together, and if they overlapped, they would destroy each other. There's a bunch of weird stuff that it would do. 30 generation. That's really cool. For a second, I was like, wait, how did that spawner get there? And I was like, oh, yeah. Come from this mine shaft. Crazy. This full update release or only snapshot? This is snapshot. What was with that mine shaft or that mine cart? Is it my entity? Why can't you? Oh. Well, why is that flickering? Hmm. That is kind of funny though, that such a small mesa would produce a mine shaft. Never seen that before. But now with the microbiomes, you can get weird stuff like that. Somebody also mentioned like microbiomes with, like jungle. So you could potentially, sometimes you have to go like really far to get some jungle stuff. But with the microbiome, you could potentially like get the jungle leaves and bamboo just by finding a smaller one. I think it's a good thing. Otherwise, there was a lot of kind of traveling really far and over these stuff. So you can see there's jungle over there. This is trees, the forest, and the savanna. Transitions. Dark forest. Let's see if we can find some more. Okay, so this is the aquifer. When I was thinking about aquifers, that's kind of what I think. Surface aquifers reminds me of. It's like if there was no water here, it'd be kind of like a cave. But then there's this, I don't really know why they do this weird thing where like the aquifer, it's separated and there's like an empty cave underneath here. Maybe there's like a small empty cave underneath here. It kind of got cut off in the aquifer. I don't like that part about it. It's a mineshaft with Plains Dungeon. Oh, we got the Gordy cannon going on. Thought this was another experimental snapshot. Yes. Yeah, you can check the title. There's a command in there. This is mine biome less rare. What type of biome? What do you call them? Mine biome? This is so the caves aren't getting flooded. I understand it's for the cave not to get flooded, but there's just such a small, like the actual cave that was there got completely cut off by aquifer to a point where it's not even worth having that cave anymore. So here's some of the stone shores. It seems like they said they're gonna make them smaller, but they're still quite large. That's not a big deal because I know in real life there is really big ones. Here you can see that strip that they have in some of them. This happens to be a granite strip. I really like it. I really like these strips rather than having the blobs or the blotches. I don't know. What do you guys think of the stone shores? Does Ray voice sound a bit different? I'm using crisp, so it's trying to cut out the fan. Can you guys hear the fan in the background? I didn't even ask to see if it was working or not. But yeah, trying it out to see if it can remove the fan noise while you guys still able to hear me. Like the strip says, Malo, kind of what more of them closer to each other. More of them closer to each other. I mean, I don't want to make it look like something unnatural. A huge fan of the stone shorts around cliffs into grass would be cooler. I feel like they could just maybe use different types of blocks. You somehow illustrate this. No fan sounds good to me, says Lankham. Can't download the snapshot. I don't know. I had no problem downloading the snapshot. It'd be thin. Yeah, maybe it could be thinner. You can see some along here. You can also see the diorite coming through. The ores popping through that. Andesite. Andesite gravel. Andesite gravel really don't show up too poorly. Hey, we got one of those azalea trees. Living in the stone. I really like the change that they did about dripstone having more copper there. I like biome-specific things. I think it makes the game really fascinating. You're actually looking for specific biomes to do specific things. Ooh, jungle. We found a jungle, guys. Jungles are always really cool. You notice ever since they fixed that bug to do with the floors in the jungles were just super caked with leaves, and it was actually a bug. So now you can actually traverse them. It's very different. Ah, someone TP'd all the mobs to me. N99, do we have the entity counter thing on there on this server? Or do we have to like transport that over every single time? Yeah, I got some more green down here. I was talking about villages, or not villages, but jungles. Jungles have really got a nice look these last 1.18 changes. Before, I don't know, I always feel like I'd avoid jungles. Well, I guess technically these are all bamboo jungles. Maybe that's why they're so spaced out. Look at this. The keys come out. It's almost like a mouth opening up. Trying to swallow something. Server is still 20 TPS. Yeah, it's not doing too bad. I think it's, as long as people don't go exploring too far. There's a mountain, a whole mountainside of the mountain. This is a very clean nether portal. Sitting there. Oh. Kind of strange. I've never seen it like that before. Two pumpkins are underneath of a tree? What? Well, this is, yeah, this is a jungle biome. But even here you can see there's less flora. There's a jungle transitioning into dark oak forest. That's a really good transition. Um, what would be a dark oak forest representation in real life? Would it be kind of a more... I never really figured that one out. Would it be like a more moist place? Pumpkin tree. How high, low do river biomes go in 1 to 18? Well, they don't go any higher than 64 because that's sea level. So there's no rivers above 64. How low do they go? I guess some of them technically go into aquifers. So they actually go really, really low. They're probably not technically a river. Ah, you remove my effects and Demon has redeemed a question. Does a new spawning system affect slime spawns? Nope. Well, I mean, it does affect them, but it doesn't affect them in other ways. I kind of showed that in the video where I covered the mob changes. Mobs, slime still spawn in their spawn chunks. They still spawn the bottom rail. They also spawn on swamp surfaces. But they are, they're already underground slimes are already slower at spawning because their spawn attempts are smaller than other mobs. And they're also reduced just because of general mob spawning has been reduced. Oh yeah, Demon, you did ask a question before asking about is there a way to farm Elder Guardians? Not really. You can duplicate them as entities, but it's pretty tricky. Not really worth it. I would just try to avoid using mace sponges. This is quite extensive bamboo forest. It goes into stone shore, but a massive stone shore. Wow, that is I mean, I guess, like, there's probably places like this in real life. There's actually a lot of places in real life that have just stone or nothing really grows on it, or very little grows on it. But, I don't know, for Minecraft, it does seem like a bit much. Is this a different biome here? We got forest. So that would be probably example of microbiome. A little forest in the middle of a big old stone shore. Not concerned about high and low waters. I need to know about technically a river for my 118 base plans. Oh, okay. So you want to like harvest stuff from the river. The actual river biome seems pretty small. Um, yeah, it's kind of hard to show where the river is at, but it does. The river biome does go out of the water. When we go by another river, I'll show you guys. I don't think this is a river, is it? Desert. No, this is the aquifer, I guess. Oh, there's a village. Part of some badlands. The badlands that go through the village. Fascinating. Why is this snapshot laggier than others? I haven't worked on performance yet. Oh, this must be the stone shores. Oh, that actually looks kind of strange. When like you see, I don't know, you see villages go over top of all sorts of things, but seeing them going over top of like pure stone. I guess the nearest thing is like extreme hills. Currently go from bedrock to build limit. Yeah, we'll take a look at the rivers when we get by them. Dismas says could head in those places some stone like the ones in the giant tree, like a stone on top. That's funny because now they are taking advantage of like different how different biomes you typically end up at different areas. Like before, we always see Badlands, just like a big clump of Badlands. Don't matter what height it was. But now we can kind of see, well, the Badlands are on the side here, and there's like no Badlands out there. And then you go on the very top. Is this might be Stony? Yeah, Stony Peaks. So this is Stony Peaks. So it's like transitions, and the Badlands don't take up everything. What about that granite? Kind of pops out. The little mesa. Hmm. I almost thought that was going to come to the outside, but wow, that waterway just kind of ends there. Doesn't really connect up. I'm guessing this is technically aquifer. Goes outwards. Ooh, look at that terrain. Another aquifer here. Yeah, definitely aquifer the way it just cuts like that. Some of our plains that must have been a microbiome. Must have been. I didn't even notice that was so small. Aquifer ends abruptly, yeah. There's our little mesa. It transitions over to snow. So far, we've kind of been along the ocean. I'd like to get more inland. We can try and check out the rivers and their transitions. There's another aquifer. That looks really cool. Kind of how the dark oak biome slowly goes upwards. And as it does, it turns into a colder biome. Stone shores are really steep in some areas, like this one. Here's these kind of slanted caves or make cracks. Some more jungle. Seems like biomes in general have a lot more varied sizes. Yes. Yeah, they're not like just big circle. They're all sorts of sizes. I wonder if they fixed the problem due with I don't know if you guys remember the first snapshot, but there was fossils that were in the wrong area. That's a quite big hole. That starts out at 100, 110. Wow, look at this. It drops all the way down to the deep slate. And even goes lower. It goes all the way down here, at least. Bedrock is a little bit further. Negative about 50. So about 10 more to go for bedrock. I guess you could go this way. And can you get over there? Maybe, possibly. Nah. I love finding those holes that go almost from the surface all the way down to bedrock. Hey, Christian. Also got Pop in the chat. What are you testing, says the Mark. We're looking at the latest snapshot that came out with 1.18 number 4 yesterday. So we're checking out. Wow, these caves here actually look like the nice noodle caves. Some of them would just break off, but these are very consistent. I don't know if you can actually go through them in survival. You're not supposed to always be able to go through them, but that one's really nice. You just barely go through it. Pretty cool. It does make you a little bit claustrophobic, which is very true about caves. It'd be very difficult to traverse this. But yeah, it all connects up, which is crazy. I was kind of hoping now that they increased the height limit, that they make some really tall stuff. Is someone's house here? Like they should at least some biomes that kind of use up the entire height. So it's a good example of a river. Yeah, okay. So this is a river biome. I'm just seeing how far it goes down. Looks like it goes all the way down to the bottom of the world unless it runs into one of the specific biomes. Yep. Yep. River biome goes the whole way. So you guys are wondering if that, let's go above it too. Yeah, so it looks like so far you can still like make um ground farms up in the air. What if they increase the chance of gold with no air no air exposure, but it's at least 2 blocks near an air block? That'd be challenging to find. But if you can mine the side of a cave, you find gold. Hey Skelly, think that the andesite, diorite blobs, and cave walls just looks messy, abnormal as well? What are your thoughts? Well, the thing is, yeah, I do think it looks kind of messy. But they did remove it from the deep. I don't know what you call this. The deep slate part below Y0, just because it was so messy. But then again, for this block to be kind of abundant in your world, it needs to be somewhere so you can get a lot of it. And I don't know, underground is a pretty good bet. Wabby Wooter says, "Hey, sup Ray? Loving your videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. Welcome to the stream. We're chilling, looking at some biomes. Let's teleport to some places. Oh, teleport to snow. What's these? Locate biome snow cap peaks. I think we're already. I think we're pretty close to that one actually. They should make so caves made nearly entirely of diorite granite. Oh yeah, we already went to this place. What's the other type of peak? Lofty peaks, okay. Lofty peaks. Did we ever look at this one too? Is this one with a... Oh, this may be a different one. But there's lofty peaks, which is kind of the top of some other biomes. Cool. We also got normal tundra over here. I don't know. What do you guys think of this grass thing going on here now? Was it this bad in tundras where the grass splotches? Like it almost looks polka dotted now with so much grass. Was it always like that? Maybe just more noticeable now that they kind of removed that from the other new biomes. I know there was grass in tundras, but I didn't know it was that splotchy. And now they put grass over top of snow blocks. I wonder is it worth it to come in and put snow? You know what they should do? What if they just made like this type of snow block underneath of that? I know it wouldn't follow all the rules, but you know how if you have snow layers on top, turns it snow-like? So if they had that type of block, but with grass on top of it, let's see, can I actually mimic this? Like that. But they'd have to fix this coloring. This coloring is a little messed up. But something like that. Um, you know what I mean? Then they could change that top to look like kind of snowish looking. I feel like that would be cool. I don't know how that would follow in with other rules that they got going on. Hmm. It's kind of splotchy. Splotchy, splotchy, splotchy. I look at these. I think these are pillars. Yeah, these are pillars. That's cool. I don't know why I'm so fascinated about these pillars that come out. Like such unique. This is like a normal pillar. But yeah, when they reach the surface, it's so much cooler. And we should see increase of copper around the dripstone biome. White grass is sort of weird. Um, I guess it might be a little bit weird. It could just be like snow covering the grass or a little bit of snow on top of the grass. Donkeys in the meadows. Here's a good example of the meadows. So what elevation are these? 120. I don't like it how they have all the same flowers in one spot. I mean, it's cool, but it's also a little bit excessive. Maybe if they weren't, maybe they were like a little bit more changed. I like this one. Oh, so this oh, it might be in plains. That might be a meadow village. Technically, that's a plains village. Wow. Yeah, you don't realize how elevated the meadow is until you see the drop off. Like this is a big drop off. In 1.17, this would be like extreme hills trying to climb up this. Oh, I feel bad for this village just trying to get up here to their houses. They got their church right on the edge, about gonna fall off into the ocean. The rest of it's up here. They got like a little path that's going to the ocean, and this path goes down and up. Did we look at this one already? I don't think so. That's a good example. Kind of like an isolated, I don't know if I would call it a mountain, more of a hill. Maybe just the very top of a mountain. And how just the very top piece is isolated and has the new biome. Everything else is normal. There's so much jumping. Yeah. I mean, most people got Elytra now, so I don't know. How many people play with Elytra? Is this the same hole we've seen? No, I think it's a different hole. Oh, this goes deep. Oh yeah, look at that. We're way down here. That's really cool. We're not at bedrock though. We're close. Oh yeah, we're at bedrock. Okay, so technically that goes down to bedrock. It's not a straight drop, or even close to a straight drop. Would be cool to find a straight drop down to bedrock. It's kind of something I've just been looking for during these chill streams of observing the new changes. This is tundra, yes. I don't really notice the splotchiness on this tundra. It might be because it's more rolling, so you see the edges of blocks anyway, so it looks kind of dirty. That's not extreme hills, there's much lower. Is this the nether? They still haven't fixed the nether bug or the end dimension bug, so I don't know if they're planning on increasing the heights, so they're not bothering with changing that. Oh, whoa. What in the world? Let's just peek through this little hole here and it's like a whole paradise down in here. Wow. Whoa, man. All sorts of ledges and vegetation. We got mine shafts. We got some deep slate down here. That was kind of like an unexpected hole. Kind of like you peek in a little cave and all of a sudden it's like a whole different underground city happening. Crazy. Hey, D-Box. Does dripstone generate with lava on top of them? Typically they wouldn't. I suppose there's probably a rare circumstance where they would, but it wouldn't really matter because they don't drip. They don't drip lava into a cauldron. There's no like cauldrons or anything in them typically. On the other hand, water above them would make them grow, right? They could have possibly find one that's naturally growing. Can't find an example of it. I guess we're not really in a dripstone biome. That was such a strange entrance. Just like this entrance, like oh, Legan. Like this entrance, it goes back up again. This piece goes down. Goes back up again. I guess that's sort of like a cave, but this one here goes down and eventually connects up with the rest. Hmm. Just trying to look for some dripstone I don't see nearby. Does water generate on way so that it would grow? I think it could, because any area could potentially have a flowing water coming out, like a spring. And they could have that spring above it. I was actually trying to look for maybe a example, possibly, what it could look like. But I think we have to go to a new area. Azalea. Here we got one of the broken trees. I think it's a broken tree. No, I guess it just didn't form leaves on the bottom. I mean, a lot more options on where you could put up your base. Let's see if we can find some. Is this the Extreme Hills? Yeah, it's Extreme Hills. I know some people are talking about how the emeralds will just show up on the surface. I think that's cool. It's kind of a, like, for people that don't know that emeralds are only inside of Extreme Hills, that's a cool way to kind of tell them that by showing them. Mm, any dripstone. Very thin pillars there. I've not found dripstone. I guess we could teleport ourselves a dripstone. See, load her up. I think emeralds can be found in new mountain biomes as well. Yeah, I think they did fix that. Where's the dripstone? Oh, this is a swamp. Oh, here's some. I think someone's exploring, creating leg. So if there was like this, oh, that's kind of scary. You must touch it. Yeah, there was a dripstone like this, and then there was out of the top a lake or a water spring like that. Then it could grow. Here's the water spring, but yeah. So it should be possible. It's just pretty hard to find. Yeah, self-growing dripstone. Oh, here's some more. That's what I made. Imagine elytra quartz dodging dripstone. This is yesterday's snapshot or new one. This is yesterday's snapshot. It's also the new one. But today the Bedrock version of it kind of came out. Actually, maybe it's just Bedrock update. Oh, it's 1.17.3 Bedrock. It is kind of strange how Bedrock has their own numbers for updates. You know, back in the day, oh wow, that's a big tree. What the heck? I don't think I've ever seen a tree like that before. But one of the things I did back in the day was I found this tree that was almost at the bottom of the world growing. Let me fix this chest thing. Whatever. But yeah, the way it happened is there was a huge hole, and then there was some grass down there, or some dirt. If dirt is exposed to the sky, then there's a chance that a tree will be put on top of it. So there's a tree like way down by lava layer. And it should be possible to find like better cases of that now with the whole cave thing. That must be a yeah, that's an aquifer. A very small aquifer. Well, at least visible. Like the microbiomes, I think they're good. If they kind of go along with the other ones beside it. What do you guys think of the microbiomes? So like here's a micro desert. Like I feel like that one's okay. But if it was just constant patches all the way through the whole thing, like we've seen sometimes, then that'd be bad. So I know some guys say, "Oh, do we still got plains? Are they flat?" And yeah, you can still get flat areas. I just don't really show those in videos. We do have the dead bushes in them. But there is flat areas if you want them. This must be aquifer. Yeah, I don't. What the heck is going on with this one, man? Looks so man-made with this stretch here. This is an aquifer. I tried to put up a wall here, but it didn't do a good job. And then everything just flow over. But it's cool that you could just hop in a river like this, and the river could potentially take you much deeper. And look at that. I feel like even finding new places through water is possible. Oh, let's see. He explored 2 large maps and 1.17 mountain biomes, and he found deep slate emeralds and copper ore. Nice. Yeah, 1 to 17 is 0. I'm more likely to find deep slate stuff. The only thing is, it's difficult to look into rivers and see caves. Oh, that's a nice hole. We takes you right into a land of dripstone. Get deep slate. You can go lower the deep slate. That's a lot of tough. That got you down with diamonds. Oh, here's a lava aquifer. Ooh. Yeah, the aquifers are much deeper than just lava pools. Some is flowing over. Was there a nice geoclustered? I didn't even notice. Oh, a double, almost a double, but they're not touching. Well, actually, they probably are touching. Pretty close. Yeah, that's cool. You don't see that too often. There's another one right there too. Then makes 3 fairly close. Let's go back to the surface. If they add tough patches to mountains like calcite, and then deep slate emerald ore can found again. Um, not not tough patches, but yeah, deep slate nearby. Then it'll be deep slate. Something too different with the plains. Nice caves. Tough turns ores inside it. Deep slate variants. Would it do that though if it's on the surface? No, it does underground. We got a little pillar too. We got another pillar there. Let's see if we can find an example of what you're talking about. Talking about kind of like this, where the ore's inside of the tough block. Any other examples? I mean, aren't all blocks down here tough? I guess a good example would be maybe like this, where there is tough block, but there's no deep slate nearby. Oh, there's it. There's that nearby though. That's above wide level whale. Okay. Right at wide level 0. Lang says, what are you playing on? Playing Minecraft. Hey, quick and say, my imagination goes wild with the new terrain. Oh, it's so crazy and amazing. We get a shout out for Cricket MC by one of our stream moderators. We've just been chilling, kind of looking at all the biome transitions between different major things. Like here, it transitions from a forest right over to, I think this is Extreme Hills. Whoa, 100 biddies coming in from Cricket. Wow, man, thanks so much for the biddies. Appreciate that. Type in the chat. There's a shout out to Cricket MC. He does Minecraft here on Twitch as well. Drop her a follow because she plays on Subscriber Cub Fans subscriber server. And been doing some big projects over there. How's the progress been going? This is fairly flat here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do with the extreme hills. I know they said they're trying to make them like kind of transition with the other stuff nearby, but I feel like they turn into stony peaks. Just kind of flat tops. And the reason it's supposed to be stone is because they get worn away and all the soil leaves the top of them. Ooh, I think this would be considered shattered by him. It's a dark forest, but the the terrain would be considered shattered, I think, because it's just quite broken up. It says it's going well. Got my first ever dragon kill last night. I see that. That's awesome. You're kind of like me. You're kind of so busy doing other stuff, you don't always get around to doing the dragon kill. At least not the first one. Oh, I got some floating sand. Intriguing. Is this desert or beach? Beach, okay. I thought it was weird that, I don't know if you guys seen today's video, but today's video kind of explained all the new features in the latest 1.18 update. But they found some beaches that were like, what was it, 130 blocks above the ocean? Or I guess 130 blocks Y level. Here we got a lot of stuff going on. We got some swamp that are quite tall. We also got some stone beaches, is that savanna? Savanna, but then what's the dirt stuff? Savanna Plateau, and then there's the normal beach. We also got plains, got birch forest. There's also dark oak forest, and of course the swamp. Probably got some rivers and oceans nearby. Thanks everybody coming in with those follows. If you guys haven't already, hit that follow button just underneath the stream so you guys don't miss out on future ones. And it would be a huge support to me. We did recently reach 37,000 followers here on Twitch, which is insane. That is some quite elevated swamps. Ooh, it goes all the way up to here. Swamps that are 120 blocks up. Looks like it. 120 block swamps. So yeah, you can still get some, or that would be called like maybe Swamp Hills or something. Hey, Ender Game, you too. Flying sand is best feature. Deep slate coal can be found out very, very rarely. Yeah. I did a video kind of covering the changes and what makes that stuff rare. Well, what is going on here with the swamp? I think this is the whole aquifer thing that they were trying to avoid, but it looks like it happened anyways. Was this supposed to be a river or something? I don't know. But it's probably just a cave entrance. Then they got aquifers. This is technically an aquifer. Oh, look at that murky water. It goes down. This one goes down deeper. And that opens up to a cave. Because I guess you could technically find these in that nature. Wait, can you just harvest these by picking them back up again? Oh, I kind of forget. Is there a special tool for these? Probably shears or something. Okay. I guess you could harvest some. You found them. I usually get them from villagers. That really changed up. So here's a flooded ravine. I'm not sure if that's a ravine. Might be aquifer. Swamp hill maybe. Down that would occur 1.17. Yeah, but everything's just called swamp. Technically, you could find a shattered. It'd be rare, but you could find a shattered swamp. Oh my goodness. I don't know if this is intended. This is a little bit much. A little bit much. So here's an aquifer. Is this sea level though? No, this is below sea level. So that's definitely aquifer. Hmm. I don't know. What biome is this? That's swamp. What is this? Why does the swamps look like different colors? Is it just because there's a river nearby? I'm not sure what's going on there. We came to that geode. Trailblazer, thank you so much for the biddy. Appreciate it. Hey, Fire, welcome in. I mean, it definitely makes swamps more intriguing. Especially with the lush biomes underneath. It's very kind of swamp-like. But it does break up like the whole, I don't know. I mean, think of a swamp, you kind of think of a lowland. You don't think of big holes in it. If there was holes in it, you'd think the holes would be flooded. The transition from swamps to this looks pretty good. Do I get my smooth landing? Yeah, I do get that on. Okay. I think I have everything on properly. Hey, Nick. I've always had different colored grasses throughout. Okay. I guess, yeah, you can kind of see that. Get a little bit more of an eye or bird's eye view. There's some more of the swamps that are up on hills. Hilly swamps. Oh, this is 130. 130 swamp. That's cool. Always try to look for like the rare stuff. Must be shattered biomes. Oh, oh, loaded in. Ooh, that is quite shattered. It doesn't look these kind of these shattered pieces like this always occur near ocean. I don't know why. Hilly swamps doesn't make much sense. No, they don't make much sense, but they're cool to find. Try increasing bioblend. Didn't I have that turned up? Oh. Is that just gonna make the grass and the leaves look better transitioned? Oh, it does, okay. Okay. It does look better, but for testing reasons, I think I'd like to have it at normal because that's what normal people would see. But let's also take it down. This would be really jagged then. This would make it very obvious where the biome borders are at, or even the transitions between these two. I mean, this is actually kind of helpful. What do you think about having different grass types? I think they would greatly benefit people who like terraforming. I guess. I mean, never really want to say no to more blocks. Buy yourself a bees bur no, what the cheeseburger, it's bees churger. Is that like Is that like we eat bees? John Ann says, I am always playing on no biome blend. Huh. That reminds me what Minecraft used to be like. It used to be really jagged, like green biomes. It made it easy to see biome borders. We could leave this on just so we can kind of observe how it is. Here's some more kind of broken up beaches. No, that's a desert. Okay. I feel like I can't find a lot of that. Back in the day, I love finding big savanna. Shattered, like huge chunks of it. Let's see if we can find some shattered savanna. Also, it just takes us here. Okay. Let's TP far away. This is helpful for telling the ocean types apart. It is. My strange how swamps has two colors. What do you think is most necessary in a hardcore world? Probably the basics. Like food sources. Yeah, I was right next to a shattered savanna. I was hoping I'd find a different one. Well, this is where it took me. Oh no, did I do it? I don't know. Sometimes I forget when I'm reading chat. Okay, it looks like we're going now. Ah, okay. So Shattered Savannah has this quartz dirt. Oh, this is a pretty nice one. Lovely. And when they came out with these, I think 1.7, I was really obsessed over them. Just because they're so tall. I was like trying to find really tall ones. Also ones that look really cool. But this one's like hollow inside. You can have your own little kind of bay area in here. Does it connect? Oh, actually it connects. Look at that. Little door. Oh, that's so cool. So you go through this little entrance here. You have your own little personal bay underneath of your mega mountain. Then you can have like an elevator in the center of it. Takes you all the way up to the top. You can have little houses on the side and stuff. Quite cool. Server's still lagging. I'll just try and load so much new chunks. The first person to mention the Farlands to me in over a year. Did I say Farlands? I don't think I said Farlands. That's someone else in chat said it. You have a cape? Like a Minecon cape? No, I never went to Minecon. It was different person in chat. Okay. Yeah, the caves really break up the terrain. Think about if you're moving across and you get to like this area. You either have to go through it or you have to go around this. Especially early game. Whoa. What is that? Yeah, look at the centerpiece that's sitting all alone. Yeah, I don't really know how these terrains occur. If it's trying to make mountains here, or are they trying to make shattered ones? Oh, we found some more hilly swamps. Oh yeah, here you can easily see the rivers from the swamps. Wow, that's quite the ridge. I feel like as soon as swamp would get out of the lowland, it would turn into something else. Not sure what the proper name would be. Oh, okay. So that's a moist biome, and this must be a moist biome because of the snowfall. Technically, tundras, well, some tundras can be considered deserts because they don't produce that much snow. Oh, we're into the big trees. Mega spruce? Doesn't say it. Doesn't say it. Oh, you have to go lower. Giant spruce taiga. This might be the ocean? Nope. Frozen river? Nope. Just snowy taiga. Just snowy taiga. It seems like the river, I don't know if they should change it to make it so that this, since it's this wide and it's technically a river, I think all of it is. Maybe just a lake. They could also change the river biome to make it wider. There we got a nice little snowy tundra village. I just feel like the ground is a little bit too splashed or polka dotted. I don't know. I don't know if I just didn't notice it now, but it does seem like it's. You guys seem like it's a little bit too much. Hey, Goofy, another snapshot. Yes. Um. Adam says there's a bug with the world seed experiential snapshot. It causes clusters of seeds to all generate exactly the same world. Speed running and seed finding communities are worried about because it means loss of 99% unique. Oh, I'm sure they'll change that. Like they're not concerned. You know, this is experimental. They're not doing bug fixes. They're mostly just throwing stuff out there and seeing what the community thinks of the visuals. They're not concerned about technical stuff now. It could be aquifer. I'm not quite sure. I don't know why I didn't notice. Grass seems like it's quite excessive. Oh, another village. Oh no, that's not a village. Seen the iron golems, but there was two iron golems. I should have known that. Should have known that there's no two iron golems. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. I never really seen ones with this many cages. That seems like quite a bit of cages. Hmm. Is this a... What is this? It's a drip. Oh, it's the point to... It's the point to that huge one down there? Oh my goodness. You tell me that huge one went all the way through the ground? What? What? This thing is massive. That dripstone column. Dude, it must be massive. If it goes all the way through the ground, I think it's probably part of the same one. I don't know. I never really looked to do. They actually. Oh, maybe it's not connected. No, this piece of grass somehow interrupted it. So it must just form where there's air. I find that those points would also form inside of there. Just kept going up, and then it's like, oh, I found some air up here. Let's throw down a point. Get the coordinates. Oh, let's do seed 2. Yeah, there was a lot of cages over there. Was there 5 cages or something? Quite a bit. I've never actually seen one that had 2 iron golems. This dripstone, I never really noticed it, but this is actually quite large, this whole area. Controller in the way. The way of what? Hopefully I was moving around so you guys can still see past it. Massive. Massive cave with dripstone. How many dripstones can you want? Five says, can I ask you to invite you into a Minecraft event? You can message me on Discord. Make a document with all of the cool things you're finding. Oh, that's awesome. I like looking at it. Sometimes I show it in my upcoming videos, but you know, as they're changing snapshots so fast, I don't feel like there's a need to catalog it too permanently. It's very possible with future changes, just like that volcano that we found. It's possible that thing might vanish by the time the full release comes out. Want new caves to be smaller and have less drip columns. I mean, there are all sorts of sizes out there. This just happens to be a really big one. This column, this column even has grass on top of it. What? They're kind of spindly too. Here, let's load up more of it. Nice. Think how much it would take you to like fill up this whole area. You're building something. It's a really big, cool dripstone. Oh, server's lagging. There's only 3 people on it. Hmm. Yeah, I haven't seen it poke out like that before since the early one at 17 snapshots. It just takes a really big column that's near the surface. Like this is at Y level 50 and this is probably 60, 69, okay. Adam is cool says, love your videos. Thank you. Welcome to stream. Do a lot of cool stuff in the streams. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the follow button just underneath of it. Currently, we're looking at the new snapshot that just came out recently. Made changes to the way kind of rivers work. Also, get a lot more calcite. We were looking at this village. Technically, I don't know if this is floating. No, it's not floating. Well, it could almost be floating. No, it's not. Got snowballs offer. I don't know. I don't like snowballs. Village is right on the water. I think there's like 3 houses that are exactly the same. Oh. Kind of funny. 3 houses in a row. Oh, there goes this direction. Okay. I don't know why the entities are kind of flashing. Hmm. Like this huge water thing. This is not a ocean. It's not a river. Did they make animal pens that the animals can hop out of? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's kind of difficult to make it perfect, especially in such a small area. Is this actually... I think this might be tundra. I don't think it's a mountain. Quite broken up. Nick says they switched to Minecraft account and splitting the view time, or is it just giving it to both normal speed? The view time is associated with your Twitch account and then whatever account you linked it with. This is Extreme Hills. I don't like their Extreme Hills. Server's lagging. Gravelly Hills. Ah, yeah, they're not much of a hill. What happened here? Oh, this is just snowy tundra without the snow on top. What? It's also a little bit different color green. Weird. Best way to farm gravel. Quite a bit of it there. Here's another village. This village also chose a spot right by the water. Once again, I don't think this is a river. This almost looks like a grave. What? A grave in the middle of the water. Hey, Ilio, how goes it? Half of the extreme hills says Heli are just gravel hills. They also collide with gravel hills. They always collide with gravel hills, which are not really an exciting thing. Yeah, I mean, I understand why the gravel hills can be kind of flat, but the other ones seem really flat. This should be river. Yeah, it is. Guess if I remove this, you can kind of see the color changes. I like the river is a little bit deeper. Well, maybe not in some areas, but definitely where it turns into aquifers. Hey, drop into my single player world. Oh yeah, this is it. This is where we have the volcano looking mountain. During soccer practice with Ilio today. Wow. Good luck. Just trying New World on my server. Never seen brown jungle leaves as natural spawning. Yeah, when I first seen that, I was like so astonished. What's our frame rates you get with 480? Pretty good once the world loads in. Seems a little bit low now. The world's not completely loaded in. Of course, it depends where you look. Looking up, yeah. Look at that. 250, looking down. 40. Can't see with your stream banner. Oh. Yeah, I should change that. I should just... I want to get a really thin one like other people do. I know my frames are going down just because I got such high render distance. Typically, really don't care about frames because, I mean, for recording, I want to have at least 60 frames. So don't look bad. I know some people said like record with higher frames and then YouTube will put it down. I don't know if I do that actually though. This is the world with like the mesa with the hole in it. Kinda cool. There's some mountains over here. The volcano looking part of it. Surprisingly, there's no actual snow on top of this, but now with the new change that we got calcite on this big band here. Don't know how deep it goes. I know when I was making the video I put out this morning, found some really cool stuff. Look at the terrain in this world is a lot cooler than in the server. Oh, that hole? Yeah, we could check out the hole. You show the coordinates at the cool structures. Give me my list. Well, this one I already showed. I don't know if I found anything that cool. That we had different definitions of that. Oh, yeah, check out the hole. Oh, I think I did look at this hole because I thought it might go down deeper, but it didn't really go down that deep. I was hoping it would go all the way down deep slate. I think it looks pretty good overall, yeah. And this is the same seed as the one I showed today. Oh, this temple looks good. It's not buried too deep. It's not buried too high. It also has a water well by it. Actually, it does seem like it's still having problems loading. Let's see. Emerald, do mob spawning. Okay, I did turn that off. Emerald, do fire tick. Faults. Might be because my settings are a little bit high. I don't have like the best graphics card. I'm also streaming. And I'm running some other stuff. Really crisp also take. Whoa! Quite a transition. Like a hot desert up here, and all of a sudden drop down, and it's like, hey, it's a jungle down here. And also got the dark oak. Got some nice cool caves. I don't know, I think I said this before, but I actually went caving this spring. That was really cool. Actually go into really deep caves and really big caves. I've been in like a little shallow caves before, but never anything really big. Wow, this is a cool village. There's the chords. You want to take a clip of that. But yeah, I thought caves were really cool. Once the kind of entrance of caves seemed kind of scary. You don't really know where you're entering, and it kind of stinks because like I don't know, bird poop and whatnot around the edges. But yeah, once you get to the actual cave, it's like really clean and crisp. It's not claustrophobic at all. And the air seems fine. I don't know. I thought it would be like a lot worse. Musky smelling or something. I don't know. That's a cool village. We got villagers way down here. You can get the new cave generation in 1.17. I know you can with the data pack. Or you could also do it with mods. I think temples buried that deep in 1.13. Yeah, I've shown some completely buried temples, but they're quite rare. But it seems like in this snapshot they're less rare. Oh, this is a village. I think we've probably looked at this one in past streams, but now the way they changed it, it looks different. Whoa. Oh, that's actually conflicting biomes. So that's can happen, but it's quite rare. But that's snow. What is it? Snowy slopes go right by some desert. You can see the the snow version of the rabbits have made their way over into the desert side. So funny. There's a real most useless structure in the game. Ooh, I think you're right. I can't think of anything more useless. Here's the Stony Peaks. At that calcite though, very cool. A lot of Valor place. Yeah, it really transitions from cold. Oh, wow. I think I looked at this one before. Yeah, is this right beside the... Yeah, that's right beside there. Oh, this is cool. Before, this would all be like one biome, even the very bottom spot. But now, the very bottom is plains, and then we got the slopes. We can have like a little bit of green in the center. We got some aquifers. Cool stuff. I think this is the one. Did I use this one in the video example? Maybe not. K-Bands, mount generation, mount generations, and possible data pack. Oh, okay, mount generation. And these are technically not rivers. Okay. They are very deep. At night vision, you can see right through them. It's quite broken up. Quite broken up indeed. So these are rivers? Yes. Okay. The normal rivers are not that crazy. The ones that turn to aquifers do get pretty crazy. Yeah, I even kind of has trouble loading in single player. I think it's just because I'm streaming. I have a bunch of other programs open. The music bot. I have the chat bot. I have Streamlabs. Also have Crisp going. I don't know how much that takes. There's a geode beside a runes portal. Plus I'm running Minecraft. Settings are pretty high settings for Minecraft. I don't think I'm running fancy, but I'm running fancy but not fabulous. I can't really tell the difference between the two. It's to be released in early December, so 1.18 will probably too. Yeah, their aim is for the Christmas holiday. It makes sense. Like if you're going to put out 2 updates per year, which they were aiming for, then the best time to do it is right for summer vacation for the Americans. So like May, around May, or like end of May. So that's one time. The next best time is right before Christmas vacation, because usually you get a couple weeks off for Christmas. So those would be the 2 best times because it reached their audience, which is typically in school or at work. Yeah, it is. Hmm. It's loading a bit slower. Oh yeah, performance is something they'll fix later on. I don't know if I ever did find the coordinates of those. That one video I showed where there's pillars coming out of the jungle, that was like the coolest by far structure I found in 1.18. Or was it 17? I can't. I guess it was 18. Anyways, I couldn't. I took a picture of it, but I didn't take a picture of the coordinates, so I could never find it again. I really don't see the microbiome so much. This water is desert fountain. It's kind of sticking out of the ground a little bit, but not enough to really noticeable. Here's a microbiome, a little bit desert. That's not too bad, as long as it doesn't like kind of hang all over the place. Ooh, a little mesa, some jungle. I have explored a lot of the world. Could be slowing things down. Oh, that's true. Let me check my. Memory's not too bad. I mean, usually restarting Minecraft or restarting even the world can help. Fruit patches and brown leaves around the biome micro desert. Yeah. I don't think it's as bad if you turn your blending up. My blending is pretty low. Mostly do that just so I can see the transitions. But it's not as bad if you do this. Ooh, this is kind of like a valley between two mountains. They're mesas. They're wooden mesas. I'm surprised they haven't removed the plateau tag from these guys yet. Oh, that is crazy. So it goes off of the plateau, and then it goes down to a savanna. Then it goes down into, call this a um, fjord. And then it goes back up again. And back to the top of that. What is this green biome? Plains? That is forest, okay. That's pretty steep. MV says, what farms do you think could build with bedrock item apart from mob, switch, wither, cage, etc.? Oh, I kind of covered that in the video where we obtained the bedrock item. Not a lot you can do, but it's kind of fun. Oh, this one looks like a sandwich. I don't know, like yellow's a bun, brown's hamburger, yellow's mustard, the red is ketchup. It's like one side of the sandwich, and then like maybe the top slice of the sandwich is maybe a different type of bun or something. It's the bun in Minecraft. Sure, this probably pops up more times if you look for it. Transition, few different biomes. Bit of mayonnaise at the top. Maybe that's, yeah, maybe there you go. It's kind of looking for the second bun, but it looked like it was a different color. See if we can find a shattered. Still more accurate than McDonald's ads. I feel like this version is loading up slower. I know we've pretty much every version we've been looking at them on stream. Obviously, when I'm not like when I am recording, it goes so much faster, like in my videos. And some fascinating biomes. Yeah, I do notice that creative. It seems like they do load better, which you wouldn't think so. This plane still? Yes. Okay. Oh, here's some more shattered. Ooh. Ooh. These are all places I always think that are so cool to live in, survival. What the floating swamp? I don't know the last time I've seen a floating swamp. Oh, here we got some big ones. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at those ones. Swamp is way up there. Alright, this is a good strip of shattered biomes. One time I found this like Skull Bay looking one. Shattered Savannah. And ever since I found that one, I could really not find any more that were as cool as it. I've seen a few of these overhangs. It's kind of like a part of the shatter, or either like a cave cuts them out. Holy muggers! Well, S4. How do you pronounce that? San Towo? Thank you so much for coming in with 2 gifted subs to the community. One of their gifted subs went to Alex19. The other one went to EHD. Thanks so much for gifting those subs to the community. Go get some hype in the chat. Appreciate that. S4. Welcome in, guys. You guys that got it. If you guys did get it, make sure to thank S4 for those. Hype. Just like a normal sub, you will get access to a bunch of goodies. You guys can check those out right over there. That link there in the chat. We'll be starting up the sub server on a new season. Thanks so much, S4. Appreciate that. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Chilling out, checking out the new terrain biomes. What happened nearby world border? You maybe replied, but I missed it. World border shouldn't be any different. World border really doesn't change generation. That is quite a distance between that and that. I don't know if I've ever seen one that far up. Almost like a floating ship. Found some really cool terrain. Wow. Oh, there's even more of it. I really like it when the Shadows Advantage just keeps on going and going. And this one, definitely a big distance. You'd be like underneath of it, be like, why is there shade? Look way up in the air. Like, what is that? What about the foot controller? Do you use it? Fly around? Sometimes I do. Not today. I also use it quite a bit in editing. I think only a couple times I've ever seen like villages on top of these. It always seems like these shattered savannas are right beside something that's really super flat, like plains or something. So they stick out like sore thumbs. S4 says, I really appreciate your work. Thanks so much, man. You get that gifted sub emote as well. Total of 5 gifted subs show up there. Thank you guys for all the support. If you guys haven't already, make sure to follow just underneath of this stream so you don't miss out on future ones. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It doesn't cost anything. Hit that bell while you're over there. I do upload videos about the newest changes to Snapshot. Also upload farms designed fast and efficient, as well as simple farms for your survival world, and have Let's Play episodes over there also. A lot of good stuff you guys can check out.
So motivated.
There's also a link to my Twitter. You guys want to get announcements there, and the Discord. If you haven't already, let's see if we can get everybody to join in the Discord link there in the chat. We're trying to reach our goal of 7,000 members over there. Click that so you can help us get to that. You can also check out all the cool stuff over there. Places where you guys can post your own pictures and discoveries and your own progress in your own Minecraft world. Always appreciated. We have been streaming for over 2 hours. Really enjoyed these chill streams of just checking out the terrain, looking at funny stuff, talking about it. But before we end the stream, we're going to have fun by rating none other than Olruff. He's one of the Mojang developers. He's one of the people that actually work on the Java game. He's playing survival. Let's see what he's all up to. Let's see if we get all 116 of you guys join the raid. Even if you have to head off and do something else, at least stick around for the raid, as we're going to be doing that very shortly. It's always fun to raid as a big party. You spam his chat. And if you guys could copy that message in the chat, that rated message, that wild you put in there. And once you got copied, we're going to paste it into his chat once we rate him. Alright guys, ready to go rating? We rate none other than Olruff. He's playing 1.17. Looks like he might be playing Bedrock right now, just kind of playing around with it.